Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy South Central. And the way things are looking, I'm not too confident in the black community. So today we're going to do a reaction to a young man going around asking mostly black people, black Americans, who you think is winning the debate, right? Because it's going on currently during the time he's reviewing it, or by the time he's interviewing people, and also it ended by the time he's interviewing people. So let's get into it. Shame.
Speaking to people about what they think about the debate right now, and eventually, when it's over, who won the debate. The debate's not over yet, but so far, what have you seen?
It's been pretty scary. So Joe is looking sleepy, and Trump is looking like he normally do.
Trump's looking pretty sharp right now.
Yeah,
looks like.
he is. That's what I'm talking about.
What do you think about the line when Donald Trump said, "I don't even think Joe know what he just said"?
I think he's corrected what he said, unfortunately.
And more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either.
It's a scary situation. Trump look like he's getting the upper hand. Don't want to admit it, but it is what it is.
And before the debate, who did you want to win?
I'm gonna always be a Democratic because I'm doing the whole straight up and down thing, voting with what my community is. So even though it is what it is, I wouldn't go any.
To me, this is a shame because in a black community, it seems like the Democratic Party got some type of soul ties to black people or the black community. They don't do what they tell them they're gonna do, right? Their communities are shit. They don't invest into the communities. They flood their communities or flood the black communities with immigrants to take the jobs to make it harder for them to live. So why would you keep voting for them? Okay. And then to me, being a black guy from South Central, I know why. The reason is because most black people shame other black people into submission. All right, cool. If you vote for a Republican or you vote for Donald Trump, let's say per se, you're a coon. All right, keep you in line. You are supporting a white supremacist. All right, these are the words that they use to shame you into submission. Although you're making a logical decision, therefore, a lot of people care about social pressure from their peers, and it keeps them in line and in check. And I think that's one of the Democrats' biggest attributes when it comes to keeping people in line is the people next to them. All right, it's not okay to vote for a white supremacist. It's okay to vote for our white supremacists. I'm not saying Trump is a white supremacist. I know he's not. But what I'm saying is that Joe Biden has proven himself to say a whole bunch of racist things and be a racist person throughout his whole career.
We already have a nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots.
But skip that. He's a lesser of two evils. Who told you that? My family did. Okay, my family watches CNN. My family trusts CNN. That's who I rock with. It's like a cult to me, but this is my tribe here. All right, we the Democrats no matter what. And this is why they don't respect you. This is why politically no one respects the black community, because no matter what they do to you, you're going to keep voting for them. That's why you get stuff like this.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
But Democrat.
And even if Joe Biden does perform horribly tonight, you're still going to keep voting for him?
I'm still gonna keep voting for him.
What do you think Joe Biden's thinking right now?
You know what? I don't know if Joe Biden knows what he is thinking. I just wish him well.
So far with the debate, what have you been seeing?
I've been seeing a debate between our two candidates, hearing some interesting responses.
And with what you saw in the debate, who aligns more with your policies? Who will you be voting for?
Yeah, I will be voting for Joe Biden. Yes, I feel like he aligns with the strategic and structural change that I want to see and want to continue to see from him. So that is where I will be aligning my vote.
Even with his performance here in the debate, you're still going to be voting for him?
Even with my performance, I'm aware of different impediments that he has going on, but I don't think that doesn't make him incapable of doing the job this upcoming term.
With what you've seen so far in the debate,
And it's funny because people say the Democratic plantation. It literally is, because you got other black people who don't care about the policies, don't care about making their community different, don't care about voting for the same things and asking these people to do what they say they're going to do. They don't have to, because you're going to vote for them. They know it. They got the black vote automatically. I don't care what I do. And they're not looking at it this way. I don't think that they're very logical. I don't think they're very sound. I'm tied to policies. I'm tied to things that matter. That's going to affect America, because what affects America affects me, right? Most people are tied to just being black. So what they fall for is a person talking about blackness, white supremacy, social issues that black people love to hear, and what they do is vote for them. They don't gotta give them anything. It's just say, hey, well, they talked about something good that I like to hear. So, yeah, I'm gonna vote for them. Hillary Clinton pulling the hot sauce out of her fucking purse. Yeah, it excites them. I don't know why, but it does, and it's funny to me because, like, bro, y'all don't see that they using you. They don't. The Obamas. Oh, I want a black man to talk to me. He could lie all day, but as long as he black, I don't care. This is the mindset that's going to keep their community destroyed. And when you speak out against it, they keep you in line with the coon word, with the why are you voting for white supremacists? The social slander coming from people that look like you. I got to say, the people that really care about their community and the structure of the community, and who supports the structure of rebuilding and restructuring that broken community, is that you can't care about your social peers when you're making a logical decision, because some people might find out later. All right, now they're not gonna always know off the top, because that's all they know about Democrat. But they don't choose to look up the history of Democrats and what they created, like the KKK, right? They don't want you to know that. They don't care. Oh, it switched somehow. And most of the people that do know, they just tell you that, hey, they just switched. When did they switch? I want to know. When did the Democrats switch with the Republican Party? I don't know. My thing is that things are not going to change, because you're not going to punish bad behavior because you're so tied to just being a Democrat. And it's sad. And that was an older, it seemed like that was an older black lady, and it was a younger black lady. Let's get back into it.
Walking away the winner.
I would say former President Trump is. He's clearly taking it so far right now.
And just based off the facial expressions that you can see through this window that we've been seeing here on the screen, who is being the alpha male?
It's kind of really no alpha in the situation. It's more like false confidence, or
who is showing the most confidence?
More confidence with former President Trump, but current President Biden, he's not really in there. His mind's not there. Like, he's not. It's not a real person really kind of in there. How old are you, sir?
22.
22. I'm 23 as well. So it's kind of at a point we need to just keep certain people an age restriction for people that's all in office, and all offices, from Department of Justice to judges, everybody. So it's like kind of they're in their 70s, right?
He's 81, I believe.
80. Shouldn't nobody be 81 making decisions for us and our future and everything, have control of what we can have going on in the next 20 years, and they're not going to even be here.
That's a good point. Why do you think Joe Biden still even wants to run for president if he's 81 years old? He could be retired at a beach house.
It's both, President Trump and President Biden. It's people behind the scenes that we're not looking at, or that we don't know. So those are people that's had their hands in the middle, and they're just,
Okay, with that, I would say that it's a give and a take. I think that Trump is running because he sees that it's a tyrannical government, and they're trying to take the sovereignty of the American people, and Trump knows what America looks like when everything is in line and should be in line, right? He understands the Constitution. He understands what our founding fathers brought upon this country in order to make it work. Okay, now Joe Biden, of course, he's controlled. That ties into him. Oh, it's a person in the back. He reads a teleprompter. He's obviously intellectually mute. Okay, he's not there. Everybody could admit that. Even the Democrats could admit that. So who's controlling them? When it comes to age, I think young people are done. All right, I'm 29. I think me being 24 or whatever, me running for a president, no, it's just gonna be, it's pointless, right? It's because young people do not care about politics, no matter what you say. This is why you got so many woke people who will still vote for this incoherent guy just because he's a Democrat. All right, that's young-minded thought. That's young-minded thinking. All right, that's not smart. We need logical people, and I think older people that been here has more wisdom. You can't teach wisdom. It just comes over time. All right. So being young, I would not trust I wouldn't trust any young man to run a country, period, because you don't know nothing. Now, if you like Joe Biden, of course, and I read up on your history and I know who you are, I wouldn't trust you either. But let's get back into it.
Faces. We got to worry about the faces we can't see.
Do you think Joe Biden, with him being so old, do you think it could be a potentially good opportunity then for him to swap him out and bring Kamala Harris in?
Yes, I think it's really the play that's going on. Because, a lot of people would get real angry having a woman as a president. First, getting elected like that. That's why they brought her in as vice president. She can usher in right there. That's why she's more in the forefront now. You know what I mean? Because, the first 3 years we ain't see her, really. But now she's popping in, doing more and more of this, more of that. But it's all just behind the scenes spaces. It's just like how I said the first time. You can't really trust people that's in front of the camera. Who the people behind the camera? You don't know the director.
I will make the argument. The reason you didn't see her because nobody liked her. And plus, she really has no value to add to any conversation but the chuckling that she always does. So this is why you didn't see her. And also the only attribute she really has is just being black or looking black, if that's the case, because her family owned slaves. So my thing is, she was there for political gain, which means that I need black people to vote for me. I'm not gonna do what they tell me to do. I'm just gonna tell them a whole bunch of lies like we always do. We Democrats, all we do is lie, okay? And but look, I got a black person. Don't y'all like black people? Look, right? Like the props, like I told you before, the props, the hot sauce off the purse, okay? It's the same thing. And they always win you over with that. Free hamburger, free fries. Get yourself inoculated with the secret sauce. It's a game, and y'all keep falling for it. Therefore, it's not gonna your surroundings are not gonna change because you're falling for the same crap. Get back into it.
Here's all the producers, everybody else, but you know the actors, you know.
Right now, you guys are watching the debate here inside this bar. Just off the facial expressions, who do you think's winning?
Off the facial expressions, I would say Biden looks a little bit more focused. Trump seems like he looks a little bit confused. And that's as far as I can tell for now.
The debate is over. Who won the debate?
It was an interesting debate. Trump might have been a little bit more eloquent with his wording. Biden's had a little bit of a bad stint with that. I think Trump might have handled the debate better.
So are you saying Donald Trump won?
I don't want to say that.
But did he?
From what I could see, that's a tough answer.
To me, it's like a cult. They can't admit anything, all right? Well, I can't say, man. I just can't say. What makes you can't say it? It's like I said, it's the social pressure from their peers. If I say it, and I know I'm getting recorded, if I say it, I'm gonna have to go back to my peers and they're gonna call me all type of names. So I'm a follower. I don't want to stand out. I'm not okay with thinking for myself because I'm scared of what the other people gonna say. You know the logical decision, but I'm gonna tell you this. Politics is life. If you keep voting if you keep voting just to appease everyone else and not voting logically, it's going to affect you. You make stupid decisions, you get stupid consequences. It's that simple. Let's get back into it.
I couldn't say either one won. Both were a little bit rough around the edges. So
who do you think won the debate today?
That's hard. I definitely got to go back and watch clips. But regardless of the debate, I think this nation needs to vote strategic. And it shouldn't just be off of this debate. No, it's a hard choice to make, but we have to look at what we're really facing. And so definitely, regardless of who people think won the debate, I think we definitely need to vote strategic this year.
And strategically thinking, who are you going to be voting for?
I'd be voting for Biden. I'd be the first to say
Ain't nothing strategic about that. Let's just be 100%. Ain't nothing strategic about that. And bro, it makes it very hard. It makes it very hard for me, bro. Like, ain't nothing strategic about that. It's very emotional, and it's like a soul tie, like I said before, to the Democratic Party. And we need to vote strategic, which means that I know that he's incoherent. I know that he's lying about everything he says. I know that he ain't did nothing for us. I know he never did anything but bring the heckling hack there, and he brought a black woman to sit beside him. That's the one thing he did say he's gonna do, and he did it. But other than that, I know he's lying to me. But look, Trump bad. Trump is bad. You gotta be logical. I know everything it seems terrible on our side, and I know that groceries are at sky high. I know I can barely afford anything. I know the world is crumbling. I know we got into so many wars. I know as a woman, I might be going to war, if the bill get passed. But look, we got to be strategic. Ain't nothing strategic about what your decision just now. You like, bro, we need to get better. We need people in the black community that's going to step up and say, you're done. I'm sorry, you're done. Stop talking. You get over there. Go over there. I don't care. Coon calling off. Get over there. I'm sorry. You don't understand what's going on around here. You don't. I'm sorry. You just don't. Because obviously we have a problem. All right. Nuclear war is near. Why are you playing games with this voting? Why? But like I said before, they're tied to the Democratic Party, and it shows, right? When people explain there's a Democratic plantation. You literally see it live action. You don't have to be black to explain it to someone, but luckily it's easier on it. Luckily, I guess it's easier on the ears to black people to hear another black person say it. But guess what? I'm gonna be called a coon white supremacist, the black face of white supremacy. I get it. Like, comment, subscribe, niggas. Shit. Get back to it.
He isn't my perfect candidate, right? But we also don't live in a perfect world. I think voting, especially for me and people like me, it's kind of a duty because we have to fight for the right. And in that sense, I definitely am, like I said before, going to vote strategic, and that's why Biden would be getting my vote.
No, that's not strategic. See, yeah, we fought for the right to vote logically. Voting is just one aspect of just enforcing your rights. Vote logically. Your vote means nothing if you're voting for things that did not work. You're repeating the same problem over and over, hoping that it works the next time. That's insanity. It does not work. You have to look somewhere else. Y'all so tied to this that y'all not looking at the youth. Y'all not looking at what y'all communities look like and why. All right. The way I come up with my assumption is that I looked at my community. Okay, who's in charge? Who's in charge? Who's been here for X amount of long? Right? Maxine Waters been around for so long. What has she done? Why is she still here then? Why are we not holding them accountable? Why are we still voting Democrat? It's simple. Look at the Democratic history. Look at their candidates. Look at who sponsored them. All right, they don't look like us, right? Tax the rich. That's who's funding these people wholeheartedly. So most of your logic does not make sense. Most of your strategy does not make any sense. You need to go back to the drawing boards and do your research. Or you don't even need to do no research. Just go wash your eyes out and see what's in front of you. Stop trying to cloud your judgment because you're scared about what other people will say around you. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I've never really cared, but I truly don't care now because I come from the hood. I come from the streets where people that's killing us look just like us. So to say white supremacy is live and thriving is very false. I don't see no white supremacy around me. I see black niggas killing niggas. I see black people understanding that, oh, the government did this and that, but you vote for the same people that's in that government. So what are you talking about? You don't want no change. All you want to do is keep perpetuating the problem and think you're smart. You're not smart. You're not. I'm sorry. You're not smart. Let's get back into it.
My fear is Trump getting elected and stacking the Supreme Court. All of the damage that can literally take us back decades.
Is there anything Donald Trump could do to win your support in these upcoming debates and this upcoming time we have before the elections?
No, I think he's very character flawed.
Who won the debate?
Being completely honest,
Joe Biden doesn't have a character. He's soulless, right? But see, the thing is, when with black liberals and also white liberal women, they voting for Biden because I don't like how Trump, his personality is. So when a nuke come, let's worry about people's personality. How you don't understand how close we are towards that. Why are you playing games? It seems like stuff has to happen for people to understand. Like, yeah, but I don't like his character. His character is flawed. Everybody's character flawed. We have a person right there that don't know what he's talking about. He basically poops his pants.
A few moments later.
But you telling me that my president is flawed? Get over it. Get over it. What matters is policy. That's why you need to stop voting emotionally and vote logically. You're taking your black vote and you're doing your ancestors a disservice. You're taking your black vote and you're doing yourself a disservice. Let's get back into it.
I mean, we already know what both candidates stands for. So they're pretty much sticking to their talking points. So I don't know if really there's a winner because it really all depends on who you want to vote for.
Was there anybody who stood on business more than the other?
I mean, like I said, they both pretty much stayed true to their platform. So because they're already so polarized to begin with, nobody said anything that made me feel any different. I was a little surprised by President Biden. He seemed a little bit more aggressive in terms of coming after former President Trump on some of the recent, felonies and all that good stuff. But outside of that, they're just pretty much sticking to talking points.
Who are you going to be voting for in 2024?
Like I tell people all the time, I am a social worker and a mental health professional by trade. Regardless of party affiliation, I find that the work that I do tends to be funded more under Democratic presidencies.
Who won the debate?
Who won the debate? My honest opinion, I guess Trump let him have it a little bit.
Trump done had it a little bit?
Yeah, Trump let him have it, you know.
He doesn't or does?
Letting Biden have it, so Trump is winning.
Okay, would you say Donald Trump was standing on business?
Not really, but he's standing more on business than Biden.
Is there anything they could say here in one of these debates to potentially sway you to move from left to right or right to left?
Nothing they really can say. They just gonna have to do more action. They gonna have to, you know, do something, not say something.
And who won the debate tonight, Donald Trump or Joe Biden?
I feel you fair. Trump did a lot of doing and not a lot of saying, and always been the Democrats has done a lot of saying and no doing because they are entitled to your black vote. All right, and I like how he's getting out speaking to black people, trying to understand their logic on what they got from the debate and what does it lead them to as far as voting. I respect that. Now, Trump definitely stood on business. All right, Biden is he's lost. Like, why are we even playing this game? And it seemed like you can't tell the truth. You just can't. Like, you got to dance around it. If you tied to the Democratic Party, you literally have to dance around it. Like, yeah, and it's like, bro, your life depend on it. This is why I keep reiterating this. Your life depend on it. They don't get affected by the shit that they do. Okay, your ass will be going to war. Your child will be going to war. Your grandchild will be going to war due to your decision. Just because you're emotionally tied to these people that don't really give a crap about you. All they want to do is spill rhetoric. That's all it is. Spill rhetoric. Hopefully it stick. If it don't stick, march on, find something else to talk about that the black community talking about. Reparations. Well, if that don't stick, well, shit, let's talk about black people being oppressed so mad by the white supremacists. To me, a lot of these people are being very dishonest, and I think they're doing it on purpose because they're stuck to the Democratic Party, the Democratic plantation, and it's real. And I'm happy you guys get to see it. I'm happy that everybody not making this shit up because we seen what happened before our eyes, right? The last guy, he said that, hey, the reason I might be voting Democrat, the reason I'm voting Democrat is because it's for the benefit of myself, and I understand that too because a lot of people in the union will say, hey, man, well, you know, who's funding us? Who's funding our work? It's the Democrats usually. Yeah, but what's the union or what's the job without a country? Let's get back into it.
Like Donald Trump was more coherent, and Joe Biden, I feel like, made more points that were relevant to the questions that were asked, but I can't really say who won so far.
At the end of the day, who do you think won the debate, Donald Trump or Joe Biden? Who looked better?
Trump definitely looked better. He definitely won the debate. I was surprised this debate would even happen. I've never heard like Joe Biden like complete a sentence, but he actually did better than I expected.
Joe Biden took a week off of presidential duties to prepare for the debate. Could you see that in this debate?
No, Joe just kept lying. Trump said something, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be really interesting to come back at, and he just literally either didn't answer it or just lied. It didn't feel like a debate.
Mm-hmm. So what percentage of truth do you think came out of Joe Biden's mouth tonight?
There was some truth, like just easy questions, but the actual questions I wanted answered. For example, Trump kept talking about the border crisis. I'm like, that's a really good objective thing to have a response to. Like, it's horrible. I was pretty frustrated at the end.
Does Joe Biden really have any way to defend himself with the border crisis?
No, like not at all. It didn't seem like a debate. It seemed like Biden thought we were stupid. Biden was a mess today. Did you see the debate?
Yeah, I watched it.
It was such an embarrassment. Like anyone that actually would be pro-Biden at this point, I'd be very curious to hear what their argument is.
With what you saw in the debate, who won the debate?
Honestly, most people that are still voting for Biden don't really have a debate. It's just, I'm Democrat. I got to stick with him. I'm Democrat. Trash. And I'm happy to see that it's at least one person that has eyes. Like, come on, bro. It has ears. Who's actually paying attention. Why are we playing games with our lives out here, right? You're young. You need to be focused on you need to be hyper focused on this situation because this dictates your future. So if you sitting here playing with it and playing emotional games and listening to and giving into social pressure, that's your own behind because our country depend on it. Stop playing with your life, man. Stop playing with your life and be honest with yourself. I'm not telling you to vote for Trump or I'm not telling you what to do, but bro, this don't even make no sense. And never in history have you had a person that's falling, that's pooping on themselves, and nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's just saying nothing. They just, oh, you know, he has his problems. And what? We're getting laughed at, and it's because of y'all. And this is the black community on steroids. Y'all keep voting for something that don't work. Stop doing it, and then see how much it'll change for you. If you keep doing it, you're not gonna get better results. But don't come complaining about white supremacy. You voted for it. Shut up. Let's get back into it.
I don't feel like neither of them won the debate, honestly.
Who looked better? Who performed better?
Who performed better? I feel like, honestly, Trump came sharper than I expected him to. He kind of went off topic.
It probably killed him inside to say that. It was honestly like Trump. He edited. Shut up, nigga.
But yeah, Biden, he was
What was Biden like? He was like, what?
He gave some good points. He talked some good views. I feel like he kind of let Trump get him off into a rant a lot of times. So he didn't really get his point out that he should have.
The nigga has no point. He always rants. Stop playing with me. Now all of a sudden, Trump got him off his square. The nigga's been off his square. He been off. Stop playing. This is why we can't be honest. Nigga can't talk about nothing in the black community. I'm wrong. I'm always wrong. I'm a coon. But I'm a coon though. If I'm telling you, nigga, look around you, shit ain't changing, do something different. I'm the coon. All right, fuck it. Let's go. I guess I'm a coon then. I'm King Coon then. I'm King Coonin. Let's get back into it.
You think that's Donald Trump's fault, or do you think that's Biden's coherency level's fault?
That's his own fault. It's not anybody's fault on why he didn't talk for himself.
The debate is over. Who won, Donald Trump or Joe Biden?
I think none of them won. As a younger supporter, this will be my first time be able to vote for a president. I feel like we need younger presidents. All of them is getting older, and I understand they're trying to fight for a spot. We seen you, and it's like, you look scared. Like, people around the other worlds, they have to be afraid of that, because it's like we're coming to a point we're going to be in war, and that's scary for us, because we want to be free, we want to be able to come out here and just relax. But if our presidents can't even handle it, how can we handle it as a whole country?
That's a good point. They can't be looking scared, especially on the first presidential debate stage.
Yes.
Who looks scared to you?
Donald Trump, he don't look scared at all. He just, his face especially was very funny. But
ooh boy, I was gonna get on your head. You better have corrected that. That's out. That's hell out. We not lying over here. I was gonna finish him. Come on now. Let's get back into it.
Like, he seemed out of it. He seemed like he was probably on a lot of medication. No offense to him, because he probably had a great team to make sure he looked good. But from my
offense. I want him to be offended. Lay down. Get out the way. We don't want that.
And how we saw on camera, it didn't give like he was all the way there, and that's scary, because it's like, I want to vote for you, but it's not giving. From the past 4 years, it wasn't giving, and now it's not giving still.
Wow, so you want to vote for Joe Biden, but he obviously didn't perform well tonight for you.
Yeah, so we'll just see. They still got a couple chances to show what they can bring to the table. If not, I may vote this year, I may not, but it's just they have to show more.
Okay, so will you be having to switch your vote from Joe Biden to Donald Trump if Joe Biden doesn't up his game in these upcoming debates?
If Joe Biden doesn't show up his part, I won't be voting this year, because I'm definitely not a Democrat, Republican.
Oh, so you're Republican?
Yes.
Oh, so you're going to be voting for Donald Trump?
Oh, no, other way then.
All right, guys, that's the end of the video. And I would say, man, please don't vote. Like, you're doing us a favor. You ain't ready yet. Go ahead, you know what I'm saying, recollect. You know what I'm saying? Don't take your ballot, shred it for a little bit, sit back and let us handle it, because you ain't there yet. You still, I'm a Democrat. You're not. You're on that plantation yourself, because it's not giving at this point. It's not giving. It's not giving smart. It's not giving intellectual. It's giving war and poverty. It's giving eat the bugs. I don't want that. So, video for today, guys, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. Was I on point, or did I get it all wrong, man? Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. South Central, we out.
We be really politicking while we whipping in the kitchen. God be my witness. At the age of 15, I was fighting